You know, usually I have to stand on my tippy toes to look through somebody's spot and scope, but Derek's here, I'm actually crouching over, so that's actually a pretty good feeling.
You got two power lines that are sticking out really good in the sunlight, and there's one in the middle that's kind of shadowed.
Okay.
Right above that, in that yellow grass in the back, there's a draw that's kind of running.
Did you get your eyes on it?
Yeah, I think it's a doe and a fawn.
We spotted a couple goats right off the bat, but that sun came up and just kind of washed it out. You couldn't really see them with the spot and scope. We're gonna have to just try to reposition and see, but you know, there's probably a couple hundred tags in this unit, and here we are the last couple days of the season, and this place has probably been picked over pretty hard. You know, we're looking for some trophies, but at this stage in the game, it's almost meat in the freezer. My wife is actually looking for a cape for one of the bucks that she shot, and we've got a couple people in town that want some meat, so you know, we're no pressure on this hunt. It's going to be pretty fun. If we find some good bucks, great. If we don't, well, it's going to work out anyway, so we'll keep looking. The challenge on the goat hunting is, the antelope hunting is sorting through all the little ones, trying to find the big ones. You know, some people are really skilled at it. Me, I'm not so much. You just haven't looked at enough. Haven't really ever seen the big pronghorn. The areas we hunt, it's usually a close, couple day hunt, run and gun, get it done type of thing. But what we're seeing here so far is we've seen 4 buck antelope just from this knob, and they all have really good prongs. We're just looking for something that has the height. You know, you pair it up some good height with a real long prong and some mass, and then you got yourself a shooter. But the thing is, it's just finding that one that sticks out above the rest. And when they're not all grouped up, it's hard. You know, you got these singles here and there. But we've got 2 down on the bottom here we need to look at. Private, buddy. Hey, we're chasing these 2 bucks. Looked like the one was a shooter. We kind of followed them over these couple ridges, and I thought this was all BLM out here. Then we hit this fence, and it looks a little fishy. So I brought my GPS today. We had put a card in before we left this morning. The OnX maps. The Wyoming, it shows the game units, it shows the public-private, and even further, if you click on the private, it'll tell you who owns it. This is the Kirby Creek Ranch. So the good information is that we can call those guys, see if we can get permission, but even better is we can show the respect for the landowner and stay on our side of the fence. Those goats are about 2 ridges over inside the private. We probably should have looked at the GPS before we came down here, but we hit this fence and just knew that something wasn't quite right. There's not a fence out in the middle of BLM. So get out the GPS, see whose land it is, and I think we'll let these 2 goats go because obviously they're on private, and we'll go find a couple other ones. So OnX Maps, it saved the day here. Back to the truck, we'll go find a couple easier ones, and we'll go from there.
I'm gonna sneak out there and take a peek off that ridge. Small he looks like a good goat with my bino.
He might not have anything but height, bro.
Oh really? It looked like his prongs flared out to the side when he was walking away.
Getting our butts kicked on this private property deal. You know, we're hunting the top of this ridge. Everything down below us towards the creek is private. We spotted 2 or 3 nice bucks down here. I think the one was actually a shooter, but he's about a mile inside the private. We've got one just outside the private over here. He looks tall, but we don't know how good he is yet. We just need to work a little closer and get this spot scope on him. We got a debate. Okay, we've picked out a pretty good pronghorn here. He looks really tall, but my call is he doesn't have a lot of mass. Huh? What do you think he is on the mass?
I think he's deceiving because he's so tall.
So we're thinking we're gonna try to make a move on this goat, and you know, maybe we'll just have to ground check him. I don't know. That's why I ain't shooting first, though. It's like, we're gonna use the "he's got to go back to school" excuse, and I'm gonna use the logic that, you know, we can check him once he's on the ground. No, it's a nice looking pronghorn. You know, we just seen a picture of the current world record pronghorn. They just officially announced it last month. A guy by the name of Mike Gallo shot it down in New Mexico. He's actually a good friend of mine. He's bought a couple rifles from us. It was 96 inches and change. It is a very big pronghorn, 18 inches tall. A lot of mass, just beautiful heart shape. I think this one's far from 96, but he looks pretty good anyway. So I've always wanted a big pronghorn. It's on my bucket list. It's one of the ones that I really want to get. Spent a lot of time looking for them, but just haven't been able to put it together yet. Let's check this one out. He's got the length. As long as he's okay on the mass and decent prongs, I think he's a shooter. So, stick him.
What's that?
Let's stick him. We better just blaze him. Can you shoot from anywhere?
Come out here to this hillside right here.
$780, Ian. $780. And wait till he turns broadside. He's kind of looking right at us. He's right below those 2 does. Don't hold any wind. I mean, you got a little breeze right to left, but I mean, he's 800. Just, it's not enough to hold. All right. He's walking to the right. Just wait till he stops.
He's really tall, but he's a little spindly. I'd say overall he's a pretty good goat.
Hold on. Okay.
Ready? Yeah. Got him. Nailed him. You're gonna go down that draw.
See him, Mine? Oh, there he goes.
He's down.
Oh,
nice shot, buddy.
Sweet. Hey, all I seen was dust pop up behind him. I'm like, you know, it's a good thing. Good thing Derek was on the camera, but
Yeah.
Sweet, man. He'd come up. Did you see him, Nate? Just come up the hill, chasing them does, and then. Hey, these antelope have been chased around for almost a month now. We seen him from probably a mile further back, and they already buggered out before we even got here. You know, it wasn't much of a hike. Truck's right over here, but we were kind of below the hill, and they didn't see us. But man, they were nervous already. That's a good shot, man. 780 yards, so pretty sweet. One shot, that won't be too bad. It won't be too much of a carry or a drag, but he's a real tall goat. We think he's just a little thin horn, but perfect. Nice shot, buddy. Huh? Sweet. Nice goat, man.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Oh, yeah, it's tall. Look at the size of that thing. Hey, check that out, dude. Way to go. Way to go.
Mm.
He's got pretty good prongs. They just lay out a little bit. So when you're looking, it doesn't look as good. Hey, what's that stuff? Huh?
Toblerone.
Yeah, sweet. Hey, he's nice and tall, ain't he?
Yeah. No better than I thought he was, but
yeah, he's got a little more mass than we thought.
Yeah.
He's not super heavy, but just awesome. Real tall before he forks.
That's good.
Hey, you guys, this is my favorite nephew right here. I can say that because the other two aren't here, but Ian here is the salt of the earth. He's a good guy and just awesome. Coming up here and hunting with him. You know, he was actually looking for a taller antelope. That's what he told me this morning, and we found one. It's awesome. That's what hunting is. Spending some time with your family, your friends, getting out here in this country, and just being able to hang out and have a good time. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. We've got all day to find another one. And we're going to just kind of keep high grading, upgrading. We need to find one like this with another 3-inch on his prongs and another 2 inches up here. We'll have us another world record. No. Awesome shot, Ian. 780 yards. He was using one of our favorite guns. This is C1000. This is serial number 1000. It's killed so many animals. It's just, you know, old reliable. No matter where we take it, anywhere in the world, we've just had excellent luck with this gun. It just seems like anything you pointed out just hits the dirt. So, perfect shot, bro. Awesome. Hey, well, let's get this thing set up. Let's take some pictures. Anything else you'd like to say?
It's better than going to school.
Of course a kid would say that. He's got a little case of senioritis, I think, this year. So. What are you doing? Freaking kids. They're always up to something. Huh? Pretty big herd. We just kind of kicked off the public into the private. There was nothing in there anyway that we liked, but it's getting harder to see. One of the big challenges about antelope hunting or pronghorn hunting is the mirage. You know, it takes a lot of magnification to look at their horns, and you know the downside of that, you turn up the magnification, you get more of the atmospheric distortion, the mirage. It just really makes it hard to judge. So this time of the day, you actually have to get a little bit closer than you normally would just to get the eyes on them and see what they are. I've got one down here about, you know, 3/4 of a mile. Should be able to see it, but there's too many heat waves. Just can't tell what it is. But pretty awesome day. You know, late October antelope hunt. It's a lot cooler than it usually is when we're hunting pronghorn, and it's just it's a good day to be up in the hills. You know, got my nephew with me, got a couple friends with us. It's just a lot of fun. Hey Derek, did you see this one down in the tall sagebrush down here? Just preliminarily peeking over this hill, it looks like there's a good buck down there. There's about 30-40 antelope. We're right on top of them. It's probably 300 yards. I've got the muzzleloader, so that's what I'm looking for. We do have a little stiff wind, but we can overcome that. We just need to sneak up over this hill and just make sure that he's a shooter. I think he is, though, bro. So we're gonna take one more look and then be back. I don't think he's as good as I thought. He's heavy. He's about as tall as Ions, but he's got crap performance. It's the one that's right below us. I think we can do a little better than that. We got a lot more time. You know, every canyon we come across has some goats in it. And really, I just came off of 3 weeks of elk hunting. 3 back-to-back backpack elk hunts. This is pretty dreamy for hunting. It was pretty unique though, pretty heavy.
Yeah, he's a nice goat.
Well, we found a pretty good buck. You know, we're just about to the end of our daylight. We're still gonna get just a little bit closer and see if he's a shooter or not. Looks like he's pretty heavy. That's kind of what he's got going for him. Kind of like that one we passed earlier today. You know, it's kind of funny. We're kind of back to chasing one just like him. But we're gonna move up just a little bit, see if we can't get the glass on him, see if he's a shooter or not.
$837, Mikey.
You good?
Yeah, I'm on him. He's the bottom right.
All right, which one is he?
There's 3 antelope on the bottom right. He's the far left one of those 3.
Okay, I got him. I got him.
You gonna turn broadside for you?
Yeah.
Down. Nice shot.
Adios, huh?
Nice work, Mike.
Hey, 840. Oh man. Well, what an end to an awesome day, huh? Antelope hunting. Yeah, I brought the muzzleloader down the hill. It looked like they were gonna come down that drainage towards us, and we brought the smoke pole down just in case they did, but didn't give us a shot. So they actually went up the drainage instead of down the drainage. So I had to bust out C1000 again, and 837 yards. So got about a 5-mile-an-hour crosswind. So basically, I beat Ian on the distance, but I think his goat's just a little bit bigger. But, you know, I've never claimed to be a trophy hunter, but you know, to outshoot your nephew, that's all I care about. So, cool. Well, the one and done, huh? That's
One
2
and done.
shots and 2 dead goats.
Nice work.
One day, so. Oh, nice. He's all squirrely. Look at that. He's all squirrely up there. Look at that character. Huh? He's almost a spitting image of yours, huh?
Yeah.
Just a little goofier. Smaller prongs, but look at all this crazy stuff up here. That's pretty awesome, man. Hey, I appreciate you skipping school and coming out, man.
Yeah, thanks for taking
Had a good time. Just kind of like old times, huh? What, we've been hunting antelope together for 5 or 6 years now. Seemed like every year you and I get to hang out and shoot some pronghorn. And this year was no exception. We killed a couple nice goats, man. This one's got an awesome cape on it. You know, these goats, this pronghorn this time of the year, the rut's over. I mean, all of these guys are gouged up. If you notice, this one's got a big chunk missing out of his shoulder. Neck. You know, Ian's had a bunch of stuff missing from here. I mean, they've been fighting and carrying on, and You know, the breeding season's rough on these guys. It's right towards the end of it, so I'm excited, man. 2 goats, good goats, one day. We'll be home eating dinner tonight, huh? Yeah. So, pretty awesome. I do think your goat's a little better, but obviously my shot was just a little further. So, you know, it's cocky, man. No, I don't need to practice. I don't need to practice. We made him practice a little bit, but it paid off. So, yeah, he's a good shot. Hey, we've really had a lot of fun hunting these pronghorn. Wyoming's just a great place to apply and draw a permit. There's a lot of permits in Wyoming, a lot of antelope, pronghorn. Just do it. Research it, find some public land, put in for it, and go do it. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty easy. It's as hard as you want to make it, and it's as easy as you want to make it. But it's always a good time. So let's get this thing wrapped up for some pictures, huh? Freaking high-end. Always shooting the big ones. Big bulls, big bucks.
Comes out one day a year, kills the big
I know. Tips them over, $750.